What's shaking, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Assemblage 23. Once again, big shout out to Kim for sharing all sorts of things, including the awesome Assemblage 23, which I'm really enjoying in this first album, despite me going through it at a lagger's pace. But once again, shout out for the patience. We are back to Contempt, and the next tune on the album is 7 Days. I don't know, I suppose the first thing that comes to mind is the, sort of biblical, scriptural, making the world in 7 days sort of paradigm. Obviously, it could just refer to a calendar week in a more general sense, and perhaps, that having a beginning, middle, and an end. There's still a timeline or sense of a story involved. Either way, it could be something far more narrow or specific. I'll try to catch what I can, but admittedly, it's the kind of music where it feels like sonics lead the themes at least as much as the words, where, when you listen to like a techno or a trance tune, you might get vocals, not just like a sample, you might get like actual vocals, but even then, the main sentiment of the tune is conveyed by the sonics. So even though this is a more lyric and vocal based form than, say, progressive trance or something, I still feel like, I'll be keen to detect what I can lyrically, but also sonically in terms of what we might be talking about here. Whatever, let's listen to it. This is Assemblage 23, the track is 7 Days, and it's from the 1999 album Contempt. It's a haunted melody. Like industrial gothic. Animalistic vocal sounds, including the title. It's very acidy. I don't know if it's a 303, but what are you doing? Oh man, I'm not making out most of those lines. Definitely hear 7 days. It's sort of like being marooned, like on a really interesting but isolated planet. And now there's been a cataclysmic explosion. Literally, Ruko was like, what the hell? Insane. That ending, holy smokes. I love the atmosphere of that one. The whole time I was wondering, like, are we gonna get a percussive beat? It feels like this could be just a full sort of ambient tune, but I kept having a sense that if it came in, it was gonna come in sort of double time and fast, but it didn't. It came in this sort of slower, syncopated rhythm that almost seemed to have a hiccup in it as it would roll over each time. And like I said, it was giving me this industrial gothic abandoned planet sort of feel, like, you know, evidence of former life but now withered and, you know, completely empty, devoid of any living thing. And then right as I'm saying that, it was like a volcano burst forth on the planet and just destroyed everything, yours truly included. Thankfully, in this vision, I was able to, you know, hit my Star Trek communicator and zap out of the planet. But yeah, insane. Another like sonic tapestry that's dark and, you know, metallic and echoic. Just a really cool soundscape creator, Mr. Shear. So once again, big shout out to Kim, big shout out to Assemblage 23, and apologies that I am going through his material a bit slowly, but again, it's back on the radar now. Luca has decided, you know what, no more volcanoes for me. I'm going to head toward the door. Maybe, yep, she's going to lay down right there. Apparently it's my lap that's the problem, not Mr. Shear's volcano, which I never thought I would say that when I started this reaction. So it just goes to show, if you talk long enough, you end up in places you did not expect. So the idiosyncrasy of the ending of this video aside, I give you all a big shout for those who have been following not just, you know, Assemblage 23 or some of the more, let's say, off the beaten path or obscure reaction series on my channel, but ultimately all those who have been sharing music, including stuff that is very much, you know, of my taste and interest, despite me not knowing anything about it until it was brought to my attention, like Assemblage 23. So anyway, shout out to you all. Let me know what you think. I will see you next time. What do you think, Luca?
You got a parting meow for everybody? No.
She's gonna sit there and be sleepy.